currently home. It's currently 5 o'clock. Train leaves in about 20 minutes, and then the flight's going to be out by about 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to meet Grace at the airport, and we're going to start off our journey. 5 countries in 5 days. It's going to be tiring, but it's going to be really exciting. See you there. Okay, it's a bit of a mess, but I've realised I need to pack. I've got bits and pieces, camera batteries, passport, portable chargers, and I got my rucksack, but I need to pack. So yeah, I'm gonna just quickly pack real quick. Everything is in here for 5 days of travelling. I mean, it's a small backpack. Its purpose is to solely fit in that tiny gap that Ryanair have for carry-on bags to sit underneath the seats. So that's the plan. Anyway, heading off now to the airport, and I'll catch you there. Rightio, folks, to get to the airport, we're going to need to grab 2 separate trains. The first is headed down to West Croydon Station. Ooh, Croydon. After we arrive at West Croydon Station, we're going to grab another train that's going to take us all the way down to Gatwick Airport to catch our first flight of the trip. Okay, we've just arrived at West Croydon Station, just a short walk over to East Croydon Station, where we'll grab that train to take us to Gatwick Airport. But I thought, as I've got some spare time, let me just talk you through what this actual video is. Well, it's pretty simple. The goal is to travel to 5 countries in 5 days. However, as I had this idea, I naturally went onto YouTube to see if this challenge had been done before, or if it was popular. I mean, who wants to waste all their time traveling between countries for an entire week? And surprisingly enough, there wasn't too many videos. And honestly, some of the attempts that had been done could have been done better. I plan on making this challenge a little bit harder with some rules. Rule number 1. I cannot travel to countries that are bordering each other consecutively. This includes no travelling easily through somewhere like France to Monaco, or Italy to either San Marino or the Vatican City, as they are not only bordering each other but could all be done in a matter of a day or 2. Rule number 2, to get a real feel of solo travelling, I have to take 5 different modes of transportation. This can be done in any order or location, but it does not include the plane journey and begins once I set foot in our first country. Rule number 3, try the country's national dish, drink, or something exclusive to that country's golden arches. That's right, McDonald's. There are other smaller goals that I set myself, including visiting tourist attractions, making a friend, and setting a budget of £500 for the entire trip. £100 a day doesn't seem too unrealistic, but as you'll see in the video, not everything goes to plan. But I am super excited. I've never been to any of these countries before, but enough chit chat, let's get back to the video where we're arriving at East Croydon Station to catch that train. Okay, we've just made it through security, probably the quickest I've ever been through security. That was really freaking quick. We're gonna go find Grace and we'll kick off the journey. We have made it to the airport. We're not late, which is good. That's the most important thing. Pretty good all round. Obviously we've got Grace here, just for tonight only, just a Dublin exclusive, as she decided to book last minute last night. So we've now got a party or two for tonight, and then Grace is going to be flying back home. What time? Just flying back home tomorrow. So we've got to make the most of Grace and also make the most of having a cameraman as she does her Sudoku?
Word search.
As she does her word search. But that's going to be it. You'll probably see us next in Dublin. See ya when I see you next. Absolutely horrible weather. I'm glad we're leaving this country for an even wetter one. Hello. It's very loud.
Not nice turbulence.
Not nice turbulence.
That gave me really sick. I felt really sick on that.
Well, we made it. We're alive.
The guy next to me was like really, he kept falling asleep and like digging right into me. And you sat next to the prettiest girl.
I will say, the guy sat next to us for some reason has had it's like his jacket and his hat on. Like he had like a full just like winter gear set up in the plane, and he just didn't take it off for the whole flight, and it was like an hour long. Are you excited? We're hungry, so we're gonna go through security and get some food.
Forgot where we were flying from. Did you ask you where you were flying from?
No. We've made it out of the airport. We have officially touched down in Ireland. We're about to get a bus pass, which is going to take us to go anywhere we want to in Dublin. We've got our leap cards. This is going to get us around. This is what we needed. This little green card thing. How many stops are we on for?
Guess.
10. 5. 2. How many? Wait, 10 plus 10? 15. 20.
41.
What? You're joking. We are not on 41 stops. What?
In a minute you're going to go through a typical middle class Dublin house in 1900 where there would be 8 to 10 people living. Outside toilets and everything else, now it's all changed.
Yeah.
Where you're going is the original chapel, and they built the hotel around the chapel.
Oh my goodness.
Architecturally it's magnificent.
Yeah.
It's just miles of walking.
This is a gem, Grace. Shout out to Brendan for giving us a full comprehensive tour of the entirety of Ireland and this Witherspoons.
Witherspoons?
Wetherspoons.
Fucking Brendan.
Brendan. Right, it's time. Jono's comprehensive hotel review. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Okay, guys, we're coming into the hotel room. First off, we start off with the lavatory bathroom. It's very modern, very sleek, very nice, I would say. There's a good... There is a towel rail in there, there's a bath mat, there's a shower, a door, a mirror. This is the bedspread. Is it a double?
Yeah, it's double. That's bigger than
That's not a double, that's like a queen.
Or a king.
Yeah, it's a good shout. We've got some store here to put our belongings.
Why don't you take your backpack on?
I'm doing the comprehensive review, Grace. I have to do it as soon as we get in.
Sure.
We've got a nice little mirror bit there.
We've got a nice little mystery door.
We've got a mystery door. Where does it lead? To another door.
Do you know what this is? It's probably so you can make it like a double room.
That's it. We've got a really nice TV here, actually. It looks really big. We've got some fine artwork here. This is clearly done by a child.
That's actually something.
Oh, it actually is.
famous.
Oh, it actually, no, it's Neo Alexander Poe. What? Hang on a minute, I'm not messing up, am I? How do you pronounce that? P-O-O-E. Poe? Pooh? Age 10. Fuck, I'm roasting the shit out of this 10-year-old. Oakland's primary school, commissioned by J.D. Wetherspoons. Well, shout out to.
It's a Wetherspoons hotel.
It's just. I don't know. Well, shout out to Pooh. And then last but not least, we got a room with a view, it seems like. Yeah, I guess. That looks nice. You've got the moon. Okay, that has been a full comprehensive hotel room review. Grace, what would you give this out of 10?
So 10 being the best hotel I've ever stayed in.
Yeah, 10 being amazing, flawless Jono comprehensive review.
I've stayed in quite a lot of nice hotels.
Alright, privilege.
So this is probably like 6.
I would give it a solid 7.5. I think this is a nice room. And the best thing, my most favourite thing about this room is the groovy carpet. Just look at this Art Deco-y. I mean, it's... And the wallpaper, amazing. Right, we are going to unpack and then we will head out to the town for something to eat. Because I'm hungry, Grace is hungry, and yeah, we're not eating since like lunchtime, so we'll see you then. Alright, we are now out on the town to find some Scran food. I researched actually, Grace, and this can be the first fun fact of Dublin or Ireland. Would you like to know what their national dish is?
No, let me guess.
Go on, guess.
Stew.
Incorrect, it's actually Irish stew. So our first take is that literally every single pub is open and everyone is so pissed. And it's a Tuesday night at like 10 o'clock. Why is everyone on the sesh? Everyone's on the lash. This is amazing. So not going to plan. Nowhere's open, even though the majority of all the pubs in Ireland are open right now. So we've grabbed a drink. But the reason why I'm here is because we're in the hotel bar, so we found out and realised that our hotel is actually a Wetherspoons hotel, believe it or not, and that's why the Wetherspoons was right underneath us. The cool thing about it is, like, the sitting area is like a chapel. I feel wrong, like, consuming an old nunnery. Context, this is a Wetherspoons. It's a chain of pub and apparently hotels in the UK and apparently Ireland. Anyway, here we go.
This is Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons, Camden Street. No, camera on me, camera on me. I'm getting married here, I'm having my honeymoon here, and I am dying here. And yeah, and Elvis is gonna marry us. Sarah Parr, will you marry me? Yes!
Oh my God. What?
I'm gonna get married here, I'm gonna have my honeymoon here, and I'm gonna die here. It's just so majestic. No one is anything in Spoons. No one's come from anything, no one is anything. We're all just Spoons.
So I like Spoons, you like Spoons.
I love Spoons. No, I love Spoons.
In my book, that means that we're now friends.
We're friends, we're friends.
Jono.
Yeah, my friend.
Daniel.
I came in at 6.
We are friends.
Friend unlocked.
John and Daniel are friends.
Do not come to Spoons. I do not believe in Spoons. It is a heartless establishment where... No, wait. Do not come to Spoons. It is a heartless establishment. Come to the real Irish pubs such as the Blue Light. And Johnny Fox's. Yeah, Farmer Brown's Kiltiernan. Do not come to... Shut up. Do not come to Spoons. Spoons is a heartless establishment. It is literally... It is capitalism taking over Ireland, which should never be allowed.
Don't go to Temple Bar, they pay €8 for a pint.
Yeah.
Go to
Spoons, Camden Street.
Johnny, tell me something about Dublin that people need to know.
Here. You make your money in Dublin. It's the only way to go.
For everyone else in the UK,
Everyone else,
where do they need to go in Ireland?
the rest of Ireland, from the Republic to Northern Ireland, they have to come to Dublin
Okay, there's no such
to make
thing
their money.
as Northern
Make their
Ireland.
fortune.
It's all just our...
So night one is done. We are now tucked in, ready to go to bed. We've had our Burger King. Admittingly, we failed the first night. But we're going to do better. We're going to find some good Dublin food, some good Irish whatever. We've got some activities planned for tomorrow, which is going to be really exciting. We're going to do a couple of things. Our checkout is quite early in the morning in the hotel, so I think it's like 10 or 11 o'clock. So we're going to do a bunch of stuff in the day. And I'll see you then. So, this is from my tripod. And as you can see, it's broke. So my tripod is currently no longer a tripod, but is a duopod, a dupod. So I'm gonna have to probably get a new one at some point. I don't know when or where or how, but the first L, hopefully the last. Duopod. Good night. Right, we've got like 25 minutes. Should we have a little walk around?
Yeah.
Morning, welcome to our first destination, Ireland. So today we're going to be exploring a couple of excursions in Ireland, Dublin. Behind me is a gallery of some sort, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be visiting all of them today. We might go to a zoo, we might do a prison, who knows. First day, Dublin, let's get it. Let's go. So we have made it to the first stop, which is the, I'm gonna ruin it, it's the Kilmainham Jail.
How do you say it?
Kilmainham. I'm literally reading a sign now. Kilmainham. Kilmainham. We're gonna go and have a look around, and then we're gonna try and get Grace in because Grace obviously booked this trip last minute. So we're gonna try and sneak her in. If we can't get her in, she's gonna do her own little solo adventure. So we've just finished the prison tour. Kilmainham Gaol.
He said it a lot better.
It was really good. There was no filming allowed, so we'll have loads of pictures.
We had a lovely tour guide called Harry.
Harry, shout out to Harry, it was really good fun. So we're at the rain. We've just finished our first activity, which is Kilmainham Jail. I've probably butchered the pronunciation, but it's amazing. I definitely would recommend. It's about 90 minutes. It was €8 was the total price, and you can book online, but also Grace didn't have a ticket and she just tipped up and they were like, yeah, sure, you can come in. It's stop-start rain today. It's very cold, so we are going to make our way now to the nearest bus stop to head back into the city centre, as the prison's a little bit way out, and then we're going to go do some more activities. Natural History Museum is one we want to do, just some normal sightseeing in the city centre as well, before we catch our flight later on this evening. So we'll see you then. It has just been raining all day. It's been very miserable and it's very cold. So we'll try and do a lot of indoorsy stuff. I do eventually at some point want to go out and explore the city. When it's not raining. It's like 11 o'clock. Half 11. It's half 11 right now. My flight leaves in about 7 hours, 6.5. So we're going to try and really make the most out of the next 3 hours. But I'll see you guys at the Natural History Museum.
Do you wanna shags? Okay.
We've just finished the Natural History Museum. Really cool. Half it was closed, but we got to see a lot of cool things. What was your one favourite thing you saw in there, Gracie?
This. I took it with me.
Is that an otter?
Otter? Oh, we should go to Grafton Street. It's right there.
Grafton Street?
Yeah, it's where Ed Sheeran was discovered. It's where the buskers go.
The rain has stopped and we found ourselves in St Stephen's Park. It's situated slap bang in the middle of Dublin and it's such a tranquil and quiet spot. There's lovely wildlife, lots of birds, seagulls. Yeah, it's really nice here. It's very quiet. It reminds me of St James's Park, which is really nice. But where are we heading next, Grace?
Grafton Street.
To Grafton Street to find Ed Sheeran.
We have retreated again. The rain came back. It's just endless fight between it raining and it not raining, and when it's not raining it's so lovely, and when it rains it's just so cold and horrible. So Grace is hungry, so we've retreated to a GBK, but don't worry, we're still going to do the challenge, which is find some Irish stew.
Gracie, would you like an Ireland fun fact? There is a total of 5 million people in Ireland in the entire population. Put that into perspective, there's about like 6-point-something million just in London alone. So there's more people in London than there is in the entirety of Ireland. And Ireland's a big place. So there's your fun fact. Super interested.
So we are now in Bailey's, I think it's called. Jono's has his first breakdown of the trip. After forking out £80 for a new charger, he has now discovered that his mount that this camera's on is now broken. So one fell off last night and now another one's fallen off now, so that's fun. So he's now eating his Irish stew. The face of a defeated man.
At least I've got my carrots, my patatas, and my Guinness Irish stew.
What's it like? Describe the flavour.
Very hearty. I'm not a Guinness fan, but this tastes good. We've done the meal now. We have finally ticked off everything we need to in Dublin. We visited an attraction. We've had some drink. We've made a friend. Made many last night. And we finally finished off with a national dish. So next time you see us, we'll probably say goodbye to Grace and head and be in the airport. So I'll see you guys later, I guess.
It'll be fine. I think he's just a bit. You know when just like one thing goes wrong and then another thing goes wrong and you're cold and you're tired?
It's falling apart. GG. Mate.
Oh yeah.
I definitely feel like we should come back. Maybe not in January, maybe in like a couple of months' time. But I had a really good time.
I had a really good time. I just wish that we weren't as like rushed.
Not as rushed, not as cold.
We would have enjoyed it better if like we could have like gone somewhere and then gone back to the hotel and like relaxed a bit and not felt like we have to do everything just because we're only here for like tiny times.
I will say though, the city is so easy to like get around. Like I think having that Metro card really helps.
Yeah, definitely.
It means that we can literally hop onto any sort of transportation we want in the city. Everywhere. The city's very small, so like it is literally walking distance. You can just go walk wherever you want to. But there's so many buses and trams here. It just makes more sense just to jump on. This is cool. One more thing to point out as well, this is a more sort of budget sort of excursion. There's a bunch of things you can do for like a bit more money, so you can go see the Guinness brewery, you can do like the Trinity College, which we're right next to now, but we specifically tried the cheapest trip we could, and it just goes to show that you don't need to spend hundreds of euros or pounds in a city when you can do loads of things for cheap or even free.
Only if you break your camera charger do you have to pay loads of money.
Ironically, yeah, the money that we've just spent on the camera charger, we could have done all those excursions and plus more, like the zoo, but
The zoo was really cheap actually.
The zoo was very cheap. I think it was like €20 if you're a student, so you should check that out.
It was like 11.
11.
Student, it was 20 if you weren't.
There you go, 11 for a student, 20 for if you're an adult.
Oh god, imagine walking around the zoo in that weather though.
But yeah, no, the weather, you've got to really plan the weather around your day here. was insanely quick. That was like 25-minute bus. We went on a different bus. We didn't go on like the public transport. We went on like a private bus. It cost €8 just for a single to the airport, but it took us like 20 minutes in comparison to the hour and 10-minute journey it took us to get from the airport in the morning, in the evening, from the evening. So we're here. We're going to make our way through security and on to the next destination. But more importantly, we've got to say goodbye to this. So we are in the terminal. Time to give our comprehensive review. Dublin is complete. Summary of Dublin? Well, it was a lot different to what I expected. It was a lot more colder and a lot more wet. I think if you want to come to Dublin, definitely do come, but give yourself more than just a day. I think the mistake I made was thinking I could do a lot in a day. It is known as the walking city, but if you really want to explore everything, then do. There's a lot of things available. There's a lot of good transport as well to and from the city in terms of trams, buses, and the city isn't too big either, so it's really good if you want a nice relaxing getaway. There's a bunch of stuff to do. We'll definitely come back, definitely bring an umbrella. But that is a strong first start to the leg of our journey. And we'll be flying off in about an hour time, so fingers crossed to the next location. We've not done Dublin yet properly. We're going to have to do a couple more days here and then do some couple excursions out of Dublin to see the rest of Ireland. But yeah, really good trip. First day complete, I'm exhausted. So we'll probably see you guys in Madrid. Now it's time to board the flight to Madrid. This is the queue behind me. So we've got a while yet to get on, but that's it. It's now time for a solo. The solo adventure begins.